go. Here we 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 go.
Welcome to Salute. This is the Veterans Podcast. 5 veterans where we salute the men and women who wore and are still wearing the U.S. military uniform. I am, of course, Joe Ugly, and next to me is my daughter.
Shakiria.
Hold it. Who are you? I thought you were Marine.
The best branch, yes.
That's what you want to say, but there you go. I'm an Army vet.
There.
Let's just let it go. So what you got going for us?
All right. So the VA has a new pilot program that they want to offer legal aid to people who have gotten other than honorable discharges. So the whole aim is to give veterans who have been barred from receiving VA benefits, because obviously once you get other than honorable, anything other than general, you don't get anything. So they want to help you out by giving money to nonprofit organization and local government to help them upgrade their discharges, pretty much.
How do you upgrade your discharge?
So you could fight. It's a process like everything else. You have to work with lawyers to get the whole thing.
So these lawyers are gonna get this money?
Yeah, so they're issuing the money to nonprofit organizations that focus specifically on that, and local governments. Like I believe the DAV also does this, because they have lawyers there to help as well. And it's just
DAV,
Disabled American Veterans.
Okay,
that's
DAV.
what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So according to the DOD, from the freedom of
DAV?
DOD.
Or Department of Defense?
Yeah.
The other D. Go ahead.
From 1998 to 2011, over 35,000 troops were discharged due to homosexuality, and 29,000 of them received other than honorable discharges.
Wow.
I know. Others, including mental health, what else? I think it's mental health and discrimination. So
discrimination in which form?
They just said discrimination. They didn't really.
The two before sounds like discrimination.
Well, in all concepts, they're all discrimination.
Yeah.
But you could get discriminated on race, mental health conditions.
Well, why don't they just say racism?
They don't like to use that word.
Exactly. That's my point. They're playing games.
They don't use
Call
that
it what
word.
it is.
Okay, racism,
We're
mental
calling it
health.
that.
Okay, does that work?
Sounds good to me. No, because it identified a true issue.
It
because
is, but they're not going to say
discriminating
it.
against kicking someone out of the military because of their sexual preferences, that's a form of discrimination.
Absolutely.
Kicking someone out of the military because of mental issues, that's a form of discrimination. So then just to say discrimination, then that's being redundant. So let's just call it what it is. It's race discrimination. So that makes sense. And to me, if they, DOD, you could say it. Let me help you. Race discrimination.
Race discrimination, sexual preference discrimination, whatever the case may be, discrimination. The pilot program is to give, like I said, grants to get people to upgrade it to general or even honorable if they have the proof to show to the judge once they get to that point.
But it should be easy. I mean, when you got whatever they kick them out of, they give them the paperwork to say it goes in your file that shows this is why you're out.
That's not always the case because
it's not.
I paid attention. If you don't pay attention to, there's a code that everybody gets as they get out, right? And there's things that get in your chart. So depending on what is written in your chart or what is written in your records, that can affect it as well. But now, veterans, if you have other than honorable discharges, you can go to your local government, DAV, actually probably the VA, and they might be able to tell you exactly where you need to go. Or once again, everything, va.gov, and apply for this new program to see if you can now reap the benefits that you rightfully deserve, which is the whole point.
The thing is that any form of discrimination should be totally compensated for. It's just wrong.
And they should definitely pay them back pay for that crap too. It shouldn't just be upgrading going with your life. Then you have to start all over. No, you kicked me out because I was gay or because I had mental conditions that you didn't want to deal with.
Right.
That's on you. That is absolutely not on the veteran, and that's not fair to them.
I mean.
And God knows how many who have, committed suicide because of that issue.
God, yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's
that's a total pile-on issue right there.
Right.
That's one of the reasons. I guess it played a part in why I can't discriminate. First of all, I can't discriminate against people because I'm a black man in this world, as you can see.
No, really?
Really, you know? Deep tan. No, but I can't discriminate against people because I don't like being discriminated against.
Exactly.
So, you know, and this goes across the board. You know, I can't discriminate against, I can't bring myself to discriminate against gays, homosexual community. I just can't bring myself to because I don't want to be discriminated against for being black. I don't do the chauvinism nonsense where I discriminate against women because I don't want to be discriminated because I'm black.
Right.
I don't, you know.
It's like being black trumps that whole thing.
Everything, you know, because to me, as a black person, we get discriminated so much. I think it's easier for us to understand discrimination on so many different levels.
Right.
You know?
It's crazy because a lot of us, it happens in such like covert ways you don't even realize it. People don't realize they're getting discriminated against.
Right.
An example that comes to mind.
No, there are those who think they're not racist because they're not overt with it.
Yes.
You know, there are those who just, they make it. Oh, my best friend, brother from another mother, you know, white. And he'll tell you, real white. And he'll tell you straight up, you know, look, I'm recovering. He'll tell you straight up. He said, he'll tell you, it's not like I want to be black, but I understand my privilege.
Right.
And that's why we're best friends.
It's just so, it's like, now it's just like, really? You still saying this in 2024 that you don't have any privilege? Really?
Like
you know, just acknowledge it. I would rather you say, yeah, I
exactly.
got privilege. And I'll be like, all right, cool. At least you know what you're benefiting from. Instead of still pretending, once again, that race does not play a factor in this.
And you know what's really interesting is that everyone, all my black friends who I'd say, hey, you know, this is my brother from another mother. But at first, you know, they're like, really? And then they meet him. And they see him, and he mentions like, yeah, right, Joe's nuts. And then they talk with him, and they're like, oh, shoot, Joe is right. You know, they see the side of it, they understand, and it's not a front.
Right.
It's not a front. This is just the way he is. It's just like, and he's been that way since I've known him. You know, he's always been that guy who he thinks stuff's through. And I think that's a big part to getting aware of stuff, is to think things through.
I will agree. And I'm going to give an example. I have this class that discusses, I just finished, right? And a big part of it discussing what's currently happening in life and race being a big conversation. So I brought up, it was very obvious that race is an issue as we were discussing this book called The New Jim Crow Era, right? And she felt that...
The professor?
No, this was a student in the class. She was like, you know, the professor was asking, and shouts out to him because he was a great professor, by the way, broke it down extremely well. He was asking what we felt like was a big issue of like modern day slavery and discriminatory issues in America right now. And I brought up race because it's very obvious. And she's saying, no, it's not race. It's it's just being poor. I'm like, no, like she literally would refuse.
I take it she's white.
Obviously. Would refuse to kind of like connect it or just think like, yeah, she might be right. Refuses to admit that race plays a factor. She's still today, I'm sure if you ask her, she will say it's simply because of poor and rich. That's it.
You know, I always say to those, you know what's the difference between a black man with a PhD and a white man begging for change on the corner?
A suit?
A quick trip to the Goodwill or Salvation Army. A quick trip. Yeah. Get a suit and tie, and you're definitely going to be on top. The white guy.
Yep.
The only difference is a suit.
Sorry, Vic, we got off topic, but still remains, if you have a general, you can, if you have proof and all your paperwork, you can definitely apply to upgrade to honorable, which will give you back those education benefits. And obviously, if you have anything less than a general, you can still apply to get bumped up to even a general because that will still give you healthcare benefits if school's not your bag. But yes, go to va.gov for more information.
We'll have it in the description below.
All right, let's roll into formation. All right, so vets' cost of living is going up, and they have realized that. So they're going to give us an increase come 2025. However, it's a very small increase. And while this increase that we appreciate,
$3, I take it. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing.
So they announced an increase of 2.5% cost of living adjustment. However, even though it's a good thing, people have given a pushback on it because they're saying, well, why is it so low when in 2022 they gave an 8.7% adjustment?
Running out of money. Stop playing. Give me a
I mean, to be fair, you got FEMA, 15 hurricanes alone in Florida.
There you go. Stop playing.
North
Stop
Carolina.
playing. Stop playing.
Let's just take what we can get right now.
Give me my little, what is it?
2.5%.
2.5% better than none. Stop playing.
It's better than nothing. At least
you want to know? You want to know why it's 2.5 this year, not 8? Two big hurricanes in Florida, like she just said.
Yeah.
Simple.
So many other things.
Okay,
going on.
we got other things.
Yeah.
Okay, give me my 2.5. Stop playing.
Yeah, that was it.
That is you.
That was it for formation.
Oh, that's it for formation. Okay.
It was just an increase. Just look out for that coming on your, what is it, January 1st you get paid? January 1st?
It's coming in January 1st?
Yeah, January. It should be starting January.
Oh, okay.
So just a small little increase. If anything, you guys should get emails if you check it, because I got an email about it as well.
January 1st.
Yeah.
I didn't get an email.
I got to check.
But that's all right. I want to see my goddamn 2.5. Whoever have my 2.5% increase better show up January 1st. God Almighty.
Oh, my God. All right. Hot topics.
Topic is hot. Here we go.
This one's hot.
Look out, everybody but Marines. Here we go.
This is all veterans.
See. You sure you ain't white?
When I look in the mirror, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot to say. Everything is.
It could just be a real good tan.
Okay, the only way we're going to deal with it is if we include everybody. It's the only way you're going to get to talk about me.
Anyways, all right, today's hot topic is veteran health and disability benefits are at risk. And it's not...
Yeah, whoa. I'm over here like boiling.
Why?
Because you just said 2.5% increase and now our benefits are in jeopardy?
Yep.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong.
Hold on. So I want to highlight this because, like I said, as I still see people just going with their choices and still repping their benefits, I would like to bring light to the fact that whatever you choose or select on that ballot box come November 5th will make a huge effect to what you get coming the next year. So I just want to say, be very mindful for what you have to lose. And I want to highlight what you can lose depending on your decision that you do make, right? So we're less than a month away. With the veterans in the House Veterans Committee, they're pushing out a warning to veterans to let them know what is at risk. So you could lose access to health care if you're disabled, do not align with service-related conditions. There will be an increased number of patients seeing each day to match DoD medical facilities, which is an issue because if you're a veteran with severe conditions, you know how medical works in the military. You're in and out in 2 minutes. That's not always realistic for your conditions that you have right now. So there will be outsourcing care to private facilities, downsizing, and closing VA hospitals. They will be revising future and existing disability claims. With these agendas, she advised that future generation could see their benefits completely cut or wiped out.
Who's advising this?
This is the lady that wrote the article. She's a part of the Veterans House Committee in Congress.
Veterans, who you vote for?
Your business.
It's your business.
Yep.
If you vote, it's everyone's business. That's what I used to say.
Yeah.
Who you vote for is now everyone's business.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
Do your homework.
Stop playing this, oh, I like this person, this and that, the other. Do your homework. You're a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
If losing your benefits means something to you, do your damn homework.
Yep.
Look at who's looking to take away your benefits. And it sure ain't the girl from California. I'm just saying.
It's very obvious. Like we said,
It
everything
sure
we
ain't
say.
the girl because she ain't got no billionaire friends to go give money to.
Nope.
Or if she does, she ain't promising them, at least not publicly.
You're toxic.
I know.
Hey, that's true. It's politics after all. But just be mindful who you vote for. Like I said, you vote for what benefits your interests.
Right.
Who you select should reflect your interest. Not just because you like the person or you like the hats or whatever you like.
I know.
Yeah.
Just because, oh my goodness.
And we're laughing, but this is very serious because I know so many women or men, and these benefits they get pay their bills, takes care of their children. So if they lose it because of decisions of others, it's not fair to them, and it's not fair to the millions of veterans that fought for this country, laid their life on the line, have died for this country, to then come around and say, you ain't getting nothing else.
I had a conversation with my brother the other day.
Mm-hmm.
God's other son that I am, here's what he say.
Okay.
He don't want to make no fuss, but he want just to let it know amongst us. Jesus don't like no billionaire. Pass it on.
Oh my God, you're stupid. I knew this was gonna end in some foolishness.
I'm just saying.
Hey, it comes down to you at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Pass it on.
Jesus don't like no billionaire. He ain't benefiting, so hey.
No. Okay.
But that's pretty much that. I just really wanted to highlight it as we come so close. And once again, it is on the line with so many other, rights and stuff that we have currently. And America, we are spoiled group of people, whether we realize it or not. And I think oftentimes we forget how much we have.
And that's it. We are that group that, it's like once you have something, and it's right around you all the time, it's hard to see the flip side, the downside of other things.
It is.
It's like, and it's kind of like my understanding for wealthy people. They just have so much stuff around them all the time. It's hard for them to see the downside. And why I say the downside is because they don't see the true life of the people who keep their life comfortable.
Right.
The maids, the drivers, the cleaning people, the pool person, whomever. Yeah. They don't see the people who work for them. A lot of them don't see the downside of their comfort.
They don't, and they don't want to see it.
They don't. And, and this is the same thing that's going, oh, man. Oof. I'm stressing over here.
You tell me.
Jesus don't like no billionaire. Pass it on.
Gotta put it on the hat.
Yeah.
I think that sells more than just saying
right.
it. Yeah. That's the way that, people
T-shirt
like
time.
Yeah.
Jesus don't like no billionaire. Pass it on.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Well, it's always fun hanging out here with you guys. Have a lot of fun doing what we do.
Yes, we do.
As always, I am, of course, that U.S. Army veteran, Joe Ugly.
The bestest. The best. Marine Corps.
I thought she was talking about herself.
Well, I am. But I'm a
No,
part
you're
of
not.
the best.
No, you're not.
So
Yeah.
I'm including everybody, my fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow devil dogs. Yeah.
What? You're proud to say you're devil dogs?
Devil dogs. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to have to do this outro one more time. All right, once again, thank you for hanging out with us here on Salute. I am, of course, that U.S. Army veteran, saluting all the men and women who wore and are still wearing the uniform, and, of course, next to me.
Shakiria.
And let them know what to do.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Ding! What she said.
Peace out. Girl Scout.
Salute. Peace out, Girl Scout. Jesus.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!